Hello, my name is Matthew Rupp. I made a spreadsheet that compares pretty much all the builders here in Wichita in dozens of areas when it comes to ranking well on Google. So let's jump over to the spreadsheet and looking at your website. Your website is gorgeous, of course. I mean, the pictures are just stellar. I mean, I love the win a house. I mean, that's awesome. And I mean, I'll just say this right off the bat. I mean, everybody, anybody who's anybody in Wichita is familiar with who you guys are and what you do. And I know you do gorgeous work, and you have a very successful team. And I mean, your reputation is wonderful. When in putting this spreadsheet together, I know that, I mean, any business owner today understands the value of showing up consistently on that first page of Google. And this spreadsheet really breaks down why the companies that are ranking really, really well for custom home builders, new homes, construction, you know, home builders, on in Wichita and the surrounding area, why the companies that are ranking really well are achieving that. So anyway, let me cover a couple of these, and I'll send the spreadsheet over. If you have any questions, you can feel free to reach out. I'm happy to clarify. My goal is to work with one home builder here in Wichita and just help them just dominate that first page of Google. That's my goal. I'm only going to work with one builder. I've done the same thing with several other industries right here in Wichita. My office is at 13th and Ridge, and I given talks at WSU. Spent a lot of time talking about the subject and helping people. Anyway, let's jump into the spreadsheet real quick. So your website, you can kind of look at some of the important factors when it comes to a website, what helps it rank well on Google. Your Google My Business profile. This is free. This is any business can go in and tell Google who you are, where you are, what you do, how you do it, pictures of your team, pictures of your team at work, exterior, interior, on and on. Right now, you have a Google profile and it's verified, but you only have 10 photos. Perfection has 57. Let's go ahead and freeze that top row, and we can scroll down. Freeze. Names, freeze that top row. Now we can scroll down a little bit. Okay, so Perfection has 57. I'll tell you the biggest thing that I was really amazed with in looking at these home builders here in Wichita is that there's just so much low-hanging fruit. For example, I mean, the one builder in Wichita that has more reviews than anybody is Perfection, and they only have 6. You guys have 1, H&H 1, Roble 2, 3, 2, 1, 0, 0, 0. I mean, the average there is probably like less than 2, which is amazing when you compare it to a lot of other industries right here in Wichita. Mobile friendly, 4 sites are not even mobile friendly, which means they don't show up good on a mobile device. Backlinks. Backlinks are a hugely important ranking factor. The more links you have pointing to your site, the more Google looks at links as basically votes of confidence, as signals of trust. So the more websites you have linking to yours, the more trustworthy it is to Google. You have 182 links from 68 websites. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, which is more than 9 or 10 other sites in Wichita. There's only one, Bob Cook, that has a lot of links, but not from a ton of domains. You have links from 68 domains. So you're really, really leading in this category. Links can be the local newspaper, the house deal that the St. Jude's. It could be involvement in the community. It could be a photo opportunity from Splurge Magazine. It could be a competitor, an industry association. It goes on and on. Citations. You have more citations than anybody else. Citations is like Manta, City Search, YP.com, sites like that. What Google's looking for when it comes to those sites is consistency. That you have the same name, the same address, the same phone number, and the same website across potentially hundreds of different citations. This just shows a lot of trust, which it's not that those citation sources are that important, like I said, what matters is the consistency. If you have a business that, and it happens a lot, where a partnership breaks up, or somebody gets divorced, or someone passes away, or the business moves, and you have a whole trail of old phone numbers and old addresses and names that changed, and when you have a trail like that, it can cause it can really hurt your rankings. Site speed, how quickly your website loads. Everybody was poor in this area. Only one was needs work, and that's a lot of this is probably an easy fix. Probably some of these images that all the builders Wichita have on their site are just really, really big images. If those were compressed and you minimize the CSS, it could probably really get your site speed up. These are all important ranking factors. The biggest one was content. Truly, I mean, this is the one builder in Wichita that takes advantage of this is just truly going to knock it out of the park. I mean, they will just own that first page. Because, I mean, and when you think about content, it's not a matter of, well, this person was promoted to this, and we did this and did this in the community. Now you got to really think about your customers and their pain points. My wife and I just went through this like a year and a half ago in figuring out if we were going to build or buy, the timeline. Are we going to build around water? Are we going to buy the land first and build later? School districts, what to expect. I mean, these are all pain points that your customers have when they're looking for a home and deciding if they're going to build custom or buy an existing. Or so anyway, just really dialing into that, the pain points of your customers, and really helping build trust and alleviating some of those pain points is a huge opportunity. I know your time's valuable. Everybody's busy. I won't bore you with the rest of this. It looks like I thought that was interesting. Your website address has been around longer than anybody else in Wichita, at 18 years and 2 months. That's awesome. That's a big part of where your links come from. Looks like 15 years and 5 months for Bob Cook, 13 years. A lot of them are less. Looks like Roble was 17 years. So anyway, your website's been around longer than anybody else. There's a few red flags in there, but anyway, like I said, my name is Matthew Rupp. I'm right here in Wichita. I'm going to help one builder be number one when it comes to that first page on Google. If this was helpful or interesting and you think we might be a good fit, then give me a shout and we'll set up a time to chat. Thanks and have a great week.